What do we have here? CJRB. And I threw it on the table there, kind of metal complex style.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here.
Because he has reviewed this pyrite, and according to Mr. MC, this thing is the shit. It's awesome. It's like the #1 budget button lock.
I mean,
basically.
I have considered, let me tell you how great I think this is.
So, is that right? Is this CJRB Pyrite in steel, the steel frame, like king of the button locks or something, under $100? I don't know. I can't get it to close right. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, what is this thing? It's RPM 9, ARPM 9 steel blade. So that's a powder form. I mean, you can watch his review and then you'll hear all the details about it. But I'm not on the take like some people, getting paid to say it's great. No, I don't think he actually is. But is it as good as he says? Pretty fun to fidget with, that's for sure. Blade, this one's used. I got it as a user, and the blade is beat to shit. And the guy I bought it from said he used it a lot, and it, worked for him pretty well. I've only carried it a couple of times, and found it to be pretty useful. I haven't put a new edge on the blade yet, which is, a little embarrassing. It looks like shit. But I found it to be a pretty nice knife. So, is MC right? I don't know. It's a tad heavy, with the steel. It's a little heavy in the handle. So, if your balance point is here, it's definitely back behind there. Probably here-ish. So, I don't know. It's not too far back, though. It's not terribly balanced. It's just a tad heavy. Just feels a little chunky. Now, they are milled out inside quite a bit. Another little issue I had was when you really pop it, there's a little bit of button stick, but it's not bad. It's very little. Now, with that button stick, you also have just really solid lockup. So, if your button's a little sticky, your lockup's probably really good. So that's, a side benefit of a little bit sticky button. Let's see if we can hear the button lock, or the button stick. No, can't hear it that time. Let me pop it good. Listen one more time. I keep letting go of it. That second noise is not the lock. All right, I'm just going to do it like this, sideways. There we go. That was the sound of the little bit of button stick. So, not loud and obnoxious, not a big click. And it may wear in, although it's been used quite a bit, so, yeah, I don't know. If I take it out and polish the plunger, might fix it. But really, it's not bad. The blade shape is great. Geometry is great. The thing I found about it was the handle's a little slick. Now, I think I'm going to do an orange peel on the handle. Hopefully that'll kind of fix that a little bit. But we will see. In fact, why don't we just do it right now, and I'll come back and show you it. Orange peel. Fresh out of the acid bath and sanding. I tried the orange peel, but it didn't work. So this is the stock version that's, I think it's what they call tumbled. But it's kind of a tumbled, polished tumbled. And then this is sanded with really, really rough grit sandpaper, like 80, 50 grit, something like that. Then dropped in some blackening and etching agent a couple different times, like once, and then I cleaned it off, then again, then cleaned it off. So I think 3 dips, and then cleaning in between, and then touch it up with a Scotch-Brite to get off all the black that was loose. And so it's darker than regular metal, or darker than it would normally be stainless, and it's pretty grippy from all the sanding. I was trying to go for that kind of hand rubbed look mixed with sort of an antique look. So I think it's cool. It's different. We'll see how it looks with the blade. Well, I don't know. Let's see. We can hook it up right there. I think it'll be neat. Maybe I'll polish up the blade a little bit too to give it a little more contrast. Yeah, we'll see. So to fix the sticky button lock plunger, I have the button stuck in this drill with the button end in the chuck, and then this is the kind of plunger end that locks the blade. Now I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work. It should have. So basically I took some sandpaper, very fine sandpaper, 1000 grit, and held it like this and spun it in the chuck and sanded it a little bit, not too much. I'm not trying to change the shape of it. I'm just trying to make it smoother. And then I put it up against a polishing wheel and spun it. So it's pretty smooth now and pretty glossy. Looks like it's got a little bend to it though. And whatever, is what it is. So we're going to put it back together and see if that helps. Here's the two body parts, or handle with scales, both with their kind of scratchy, antique-y look. Well, I don't know if that's, that doesn't look great right there at the end. But hey, you do go for antique-y, that's what you get. You get some anomalies. And then I polished the blade too. It came out okay, You can never really polish things perfectly. And I wasn't trying to get mirror because I don't really know how to do that. I also polished that inset little part there that this catches on, or this way. However, it catches on that. So hopefully it'll be a little smoother on deploy and a little smoother to lock up and all that. So we'll see. We'll put it back together and see. So here's the finished product. I polished the pocket clip a little bit just so it would stand out away from the brushed body. And I'm not sure if I love it. Might get one of those titanium clips for it if I end up liking it enough. The detent is not really any lighter. I polished all the internals and that didn't really make the detent lighter. I think it helped the button stick a little bit. Let's see. Maybe marginally. Maybe it's like 25% better. Still a little lock stick though. But yeah, I think it's a little better. You can see down in there that the little polished thingy-majigger. You know what? How about if I put a drop of oil in there? That can't hurt anything, huh? I mean, it could. But I don't think it will. They say that if you use some graphite, it can help with stuck buttons, sticky buttons. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it'll work on this one. I've used it before and it seemed to help. But it might not help in every situation. This one's still a little sticky. It's actually a little noisier because it's got oil in it now. I think, maybe, I don't know. Blade is definitely moving nice and smoothly. Let's see, how's the center? I never checked. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Not bad for not even looking at it. I think button locks typically are pretty easy to center. I think they don't go off center too much. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like it's right. Hell, it might be a little harder to open now. Or my thumb's just tired. Let's see. The reverse flick. Yeah, I think it's a little harder to open. Whatever I did, I think made it a little harder to open. That's a shame. I still like it, and maybe it'll wear in a little bit. I definitely like the way it looks better now. I didn't love the blade and frame being the same stone wash. It's kind of boring. Let's get a nice vanity shot for the opening. There we go. Have a nice day.